Last time in a call, someone asked me, what was your strategy for social media when you were actively building in network marketing? And that's a super interesting question. And I explained everything, how I got strangers into my business in less than 2 weeks, how to lead conversation that people come with you and want to have more information about the business that you offer. Listen to the next few minutes. I unveil all the secrets that you need to build a successful network marketing business. Sarah, you typed what daily tasks did you do on social media at the beginning of your network career? For me, it was like how I got started in the business. It was that way because I grew up in Austria on the countryside. So in that place where I grew up, we had a population of 350 people. So that's all. So it was completely somewhere in Lower Austria. So I figured out very fast I had to find a way how to get to new people on Instagram and Facebook because nobody in my environment was willing to join me because I have a background as a chef, and they were like, if I introduced them to the business, they were like, yeah, you were cooking the last years and now you're gonna start a business. How should I trust you that you can do this? It's just like go back and make the breakfast. And I was like, okay, I need to find other people. so because that doesn't work. So what I did all the time, and that sounds maybe too simple, or maybe it's like the work what most people don't want to do. I ask myself every day, who can I talk to about my business? So, and how I did this, because on social media, you need to reach out to more people, that you get people that actually have a conversation with you. So what I did, I had like a daily activity list, and that included I reach out to 30 people a day. And I was thinking before I did this, who do I want to have in my business? What kind of people am I looking for? And what kind of person am I today? And who would like to work with? So I give you an example. I looked, for example, for people that love to travel. And I was looking for people that like to travel, live to different places, because when I was in Austria, I had the dream to live in Dominican Republic, to live somewhere between ocean, palm trees, and beautiful beaches and a nice weather every day, not just like 2 months in a year. So how it is in Austria. so and and I was looking for people that are on the same mission where I am. So what I did, I was looking for people that have something in common with traveling. Maybe it's people that use the hashtag of travel. Maybe people that used um, living somewhere abroad, or thing like this. And how I got them interested in my business. And that's an interesting part. It doesn't matter if you have like a travel business, or if you for example, I know Sarah had like is working with Chifu, like a travel business. But even if your business is not offering some travel deals, network marketing is still the tool what helps you to live everywhere on the planet. So and this is the outcome what you need to sell. And this is what most people in general don't understand, that you need to sell the outcome. What is the result when someone is building that business for 3 years every day? And this is what you need to sell to someone. So, and I was looking for people that are to want to travel. So, and I tell you exactly in that call how I led the conversation to get them to say, yes, I want to find out what it is. So I was always in a position where I'm in effect finding mission. So if I reach out to someone, for example, I see someone that has an amazing, let's say, a picture of a holiday in the Seychelles, I don't know. And I send him the picture in the DMs. And I say, for example, hey, Frank, amazing. You have been to the Seychelles? How did you like it there? I'm also thinking about to go to maybe make a vacation. So, and then I find out that he's telling me something about the destination where he went. And I stay in that, but I don't want to go there. I'm just interested in having a conversation with him. And even in social media, it's so important in the beginning to have to ask a question where it's easy to get an answer, and where people see that you're not a robot to start a conversation somehow, because you're really interested. So what I did in that situation, I said, um, and he said, maybe, yeah, I was there, it was amazing, one of the most amazing trips. And then I say, nice, when is your next vacation? And then he says, for example, maybe just next year. And I was like, okay, why are you not traveling this year? yeah, I was already on vacation. I don't have so many days on vacation, you know? So, and I'm like, while I lead the conversation, I try to find out what is the part where I can help him to improve his life. And the reason why that works so well for me is because I was genuine interested. And I'm still genuine interested in the life of the other people. So, for example, if I meet you for the first time, Jennifer, I'm like who is Jennifer? Like tell me everything about you. You know, it's like how did you live a life so far? Like what did you do? It's like what did you do for a living? Why are you doing this? Do you like it? You know, it's like I'm just curious. Like where is that person standing right now? So and the reason why I ask those questions is because I want to try to find out if I can somehow help Jennifer to improve her life a little bit. I don't know if it's some health products. I don't know if it's more money, more time, more freedom. And the thing is, if you are employed, there's always something that you don't like. Or even if you're self-employed, it's not that you can say that you wake up in the morning and say, "My life is a dream." It's like I can do whatever I want. I can do whatever I want with who I want. I can do everything. You always have some limitations. So, and in that conversation, if he, for example, would say, "Yes, I just go next year on vacation because I don't have so many days vacation left, so I need to wait for next year." I'm like, okay. And then I said, if you would have more vacations, if you had more holidays, would you travel more? I said, yeah. Ah, cool, nice. Yeah, I also love to travel. And then I asked, for example, can you combine work or travel, or what is the thing that you do for a living? And then he says, yeah, I work maybe somewhere night shifts or 3 shifts, early morning, afternoon shift, night shifts, you know. And that's okay, but you cannot really combine traveling and working 3 shifts, right? It's like, no, but would you like to combine it, or is it not something that you're interested in? Like, I just want to know. And of course, I would live in some other countries if I would have the option. You know, it's like this is I dig so deep when I talk with someone that I find out where is this, in what situation is this person at the moment. And I don't invite them first to see the business. Maybe you think like, okay, but that takes very long to find out if someone wants to join the business or not. The thing is, what is faster? Inviting someone in the second message to take a look at the business and then getting rejected or getting ghosted forever? Or what is better to just find out? But because even if the person doesn't sign up immediately, he still he still knows, okay, if I talk to Sarah, she can help me to maybe travel if he took a look at the opportunity, right? So what I always did is I tried to have so many conversations with people to find out where do they stand in their life and is there any way how I can improve it. And when I found out that there is something that I can help him with, and of course, network marketing is like it solves like almost 90% of all the problems. Because if you have enough money and enough time and the flexibility to live around the world with your family, with all the people you love, you solve a lot of problems. So as soon as I found out what they want to change, I waited for a day because I realized also because I sent so many messages and I invited so many people to see the business. If people if people tell you what they want to change or where they're not happy and you invite them immediately after the conversation, then it's kind of too pushy and they're like, maybe he just had the conversation with me to invite me to see the business. And this is what you want to avoid. So, and that's the Columbo method that you just wait a day. And you know what's it's so crazy. The thing is, I don't know how I found out, but that was like if you would follow like all these steps that I explain now, it's crazy the results that you get. There is one, I don't know if you saw this once, there is a story highlight from one of the people I worked with in Jeunesse, and she said, it's so crazy when you really do the things that Alex is saying, it really works. So, you know, and because I just know it works because I did this 100 times every day. So, and then you wait for a day and then you do this. Then you say,
and you wait, for example, for the next day, and you say, hey, Jennifer, I remembered our conversation and what we talked about yesterday, and you're truly an inspiration. It's so cool that you try to fit everything together. You work hard, you're ambitious, you're motivated. And this is what I really appreciate about you. And it has to be honest, because it's like I really wanna make friends, you know? That's even like, but that's kind of my personality. I look at people and I think, what do I like about the person? And if I find something what I like about the person, I just tell it to the person. So for example, yesterday I went to the barber shop and I had a haircut, and there was an older guy sitting, and he finished the haircut, and the woman showed him in the mirror how his haircut looked like, and he looked. And he looked a little bit insecure. He was like, I don't know, like 50 years old, like when you get a fresh haircut, you're like, I'm not sure if I still look good. So and then he looked at me, and I looked at him, and I said to him, and I said, you look really good now. And then it was so I don't know, so I felt how insecure he felt. So I thought, you look really good, and he started smiling, and it was completely crazy. He was then still sitting for, I don't know, like 10, 15 minutes and did some other stuff, and the guy was all the time looking at me smiling. So because I just made like one simple sentence, and I think that compliment made his entire day. And the reason why that approach works so well in the business, because you start the invitation with an honest compliment. It's like, why do I like this person? What do I appreciate about the person? And then you send it to them, and that's the first part of the invitation. And then I say, look, and you also told me if you have been to the Seychelles, you liked that place, it was absolutely incredible for you, and you would like to also go more often on holiday, but you can't because you work 3 shifts. And it was so crazy. The thing what you told me, it's stuck in my mind, because I realized a person like you with your ambition, you would absolutely crush it in the business where I'm involved. And I think if you would do this in the next 6 months, 12 months, you could quit your job, travel the world, and live at the most amazing destinations. Maybe that sounds crazy, and this is also a part that you need. Maybe this sounds crazy, as we just know each other since Tuesday, 5 days ago, but I open to check it out. It's so crazy when you structure it that way. People always say, "Oh, thank you so much," because the honest compliment is what people don't get, and I really mean it. It's not that that I'm like that I run around and say, who can I lie to? It's like, what do I appreciate about the person? I send them the invitation, and then they say yes, I'm open to check it out. And if they say yes, I'm open to check it out, the worst thing that you can do is to send in the presentation. Because the problem what you have if you do this, you never know when the person will watch it. And you send it to the presentation to the guy, and for example, they say, oh, okay, I'll check it out. And then what? And then you message him, for example, like 6 hours later, hey, did you watch it? And he's like, no. And then you message him 12 hours later, and you say, hey, did you watch it? And he said, oh, no, I didn't have time. And then you are like, and then the other guy is like, why is this person so annoying now? So and this is that you need one step in between, and this is the conversation with the people on the phone. And this is the reason why I explained that so well, is because you asked the question, how did you do it on social media? And this is exactly what I did. So I found out it's hard to get people directly in a Zoom call when they don't know me, or just when I just texted them back and forth and we just started the conversation 5 days ago. Because there's like a little bit of a trust issue. So what I did to build the bridge is I said, great. When he said, I open to check it out, he said, yes. I said, great. When do you have time? 10 minutes for a phone call today. And I go from text message to voice message to phone call to Zoom call. And in that phone call, I tell him, it's like, hey, it's so cool that we talk to each other. So tell me more about your situation. You're working in the night shift. So since how many years are you doing that? And what bothers you the most about that? It's like I in that conversation, before I send them network marketing, I label them with the problem. because this is what you need at the end to help him to make a decision to join. So for example, I dig very deep. If he says, I don't like the night shifts, it's like, why you don't like? Because I want to sleep. My whole biorhythm is destroyed. I come back at home when my wife leaves work. I say, okay, would you like to spend more time with your wife? Of course. So, and this is, for example, what I can also mention at the end. And the reason why I ask so many questions before I give them network marketing, the presentation, is because I need all those information, what I collect in the beginning, during the closing process. Because for people, it's easy to say no to network marketing, but it's hard and very difficult to say no to their dreams. So in that conversation at the end, where he says, I think that's nothing for me. If you don't find out why the person should do this, you cannot argue why he should join now. And then you lose him at this point. And then all the process was for nothing, all the effort. But if he says, for example, no, it's nothing for me, and you say, so it's not that important for you that you can spend more time with your wife. Then I said, of course it's important. I said, look, if you're going to build this, of course you have more time with your wife because you make the money and the business adapts on your life and not the other way around, what is here now. Where you have to work with people you don't like, where you have to work for somebody else. You can never live the life you truly want. And this is the thing that I help you. I help you with every step on the way. And if people really feel that you can help them to accomplish something what they want, then they want to join. And to answer your question now, this is basically the framework what I developed over the years, what worked incredibly well. And at the same time, I messaged so many people. The thing is, what really works on social media is having the conversation, like talking to the people directly in the DMs, and use your feed, the videos, the captions, the post that you write, and your Instagram story as a follow-up tool for the people that you have a conversation with. So, because if I talk with someone and maybe he says, or we schedule a call and he says, for example, yeah, I'm gonna watch the video and we have a conversation on Saturday. And he says, Alex, my daughter has fever 40 degrees. I cannot join the call. I say, okay, no worries. And if I structure my feed on Instagram in a way that my stories and my videos are small follow-up pieces for the people that are interested in the business, it helps me so much to get people back into the calls where they want to have a conversation with me when it comes to building the business. And I'll just give you an idea how that works. So let's say there is an incentive trip like the cruise in Miami. So, and you make a video, Sarah, where you speak about that and say, look, this is so incredible. Check this out. If you build this business, you can even travel for free. I mean, how is that possible? You can travel for free. And then you just show, for example, a video or like the pictures or when somebody else qualifies. And then you can ask them with the polls in the story, do you want to travel more? Yes, no. And you know, it's so likely that the person that wants to travel more, who flaked on that call because the daughter has fever, clicks again on the button where he says, I want to travel more. And that situation allows you to make a follow-up without being pushy or needy because he reacted again. Right? So I'm gonna message him and I say, hey John, I saw you typed on that message. Yeah, we had last time a conversation and Your daughter was sick. How is she now? Is she feeling better? Yes. Okay, great. Look, the thing is, I always mention again why he should have a conversation with me. Because if there's even 7 days in between, he forgot already what we talked about in the 10 minutes phone call. So, and I use that method to make a new follow-up with the person. So, and and I ask him, is your daughter feeling well again? And he said yes. And then I invite him again, what's in it for him when he will join the business. And I said, look, I have, we have a conversation back in the days about this and this and this, and I believe you would crush it completely. You have your qualities that you have, you're so good with people, the energy that you have, and you can even travel more. So let me know when you have time, then we can, then I'll show you behind the scenes, I'll show you the back of so everything works, that you can even imagine it a little bit better. So let me know when you have time, 30 minutes for a quick conversation. And I invite him basically again to see what how I can help him with. And I did this with a guy in Carinthia once. I invited him to see the business. He just didn't even react. There was like a voice message. I know him from when we worked together as a waiter in Austria. And he didn't reply to my message. And 4 months later, I saw randomly that he didn't even reply to the message. So what I did, I was listening to the voice message, what I sent him before, and I sent him 4 months later almost the same voice message, just with a little bit of different wordings, and I sent him to him again. And you know what's crazy? This time was the right time. And he was like, Alex, sorry I didn't get back to you. Yes, I'm interested. And I was like, really? I even said almost the same thing what I said for like 4 months ago. And then he jumped on a call, and then I signed him up, and he bought like €2,000 products package and brought some people, new wife, his wife, and then I went to Carinthia and we built together. And that was crazy. And that was just because of that strategy. So, and when it comes to creating content, it's always important that you think, what is the problem that the people have that I would like to have in the business? So for example, Jennifer, what are some challenges when you have 3 kids? Everything.
No time. Always stressed out. Yeah, me time. Definitely. You need more than 48 hours a day to handle all the stuff. So I think definitely take care of yourself.
Mhm. What if you have, let's say, a maid that is cooking and cleaning? Would you have more time?
Yes, I guess so.
So let's say you would make with your network marketing business an additional $1,000, and you get someone that is coming maybe an hour in the morning and an hour around lunchtime. In the morning, the person makes the laundry, and around lunchtime, the person cooks. So like kind of an assistant, right?
Mhm.
Just imagine how much more time you would have to enjoy with the kids.
Mhm.
So right, and this is interesting. So let's say you would really do this, and this is so cool. And I also did this because my girl doesn't want to clean, I don't want to clean, so we just got someone to clean, you know. and and this is interesting. So for example, you could structure a video when you do this once, or let's say you make a few sales, you recruit some people, and you just try it for like a week, and then you say, if you're a mom, and then you start a video, for example, if you're a mom and you have no time, this is the video what you have to watch, and then you explain exactly that situation. Even if the day would have 48 hours, I wouldn't have time to do everything what I want. And then I started my online business because it helps me to make more money. So I used that money to have someone that is doing the laundry, cleaning the apartment, and making the cooking for the kids. So if you are a mom looking this for this video, if you are a mom watching this video right now, and you want to have more freedom and start your own business from home to spend more time with your kids, message me start to get more information. So right, this is what people, and I don't understand why people don't understand it. So because this is this is an interesting phrase, right? Because look, this is why we are doing that. Or for example, if I would be a mom and I would have 3 kids and I would see that video, and I came directly from doing the laundry and thinking about what to have to cook now, and 3 kids are screaming from 3 different rooms, and I would see that video in between where I peel the potatoes, I would say, what? Let me come and start immediately. So so help me. So Jen, please, so take me out.
Exactly.
Yes, and this is what's and this is even like how to create content. It's like, what is the problem that I can solve? And what is the situation where people are in? And I did something similar. It's like it doesn't matter where I live. When I finally earned, I don't know, like 2,500 euros, 1 month, I was sending so many messages, and I just had the confidence, and I said, I gotta go. And I flew to Dominican Republic, and I always ask myself, okay, where am I right now? What is the surrounding? Where do I live? What do I do? And how can I help people? So in that situation where I went to Dominican Republic, I had a new strategy, because the strategy was, I live in another country and I know people that also would like to live in another country. So I was looking for people that want to live somewhere else. And I was looking for the reason why people don't live somewhere else. And guess what it is? I don't know what I have to work when I go to Dominican Republic. I don't know where I should make money. I don't know. I have a job right now. I cannot leave my job. I can only go like 3 weeks. And then I said, but I'm here in Dominican Republic. But why is it possible for me? Because I can make a couple thousand on Instagram and Facebook by recruiting some people. So if I show that thing, what I do, to other people, I can help them to live also somewhere where they would like to live. Because if I can do it and I can show them, then they can also do it. They just need to do the same thing what I tell them. So, and then I was like, okay, where do I find those people? And then I went to Facebook, and I saw a group. It was called Germans in Dominican Republic, and I was like, that's my group. So, and I was like, I had a routine, and my business was not stable. I just had 1 month where I made 2,500 euros and I felt like a king, and I moved to the Dominican Republic. So, and then I realized it's crazy, because I was I was so afraid that I have to go back, that I don't make the money. So I had a routine, and the routine was that every day before I go to sleep, I go on YouTube, and I had a music. It was called the brainstorm music, like so like like some music like this, and and I was listening to this, and I prepared a message, and that was a message to start the conversations in Facebook group. And that was like, hey, I've seen you in that group. I live in Dominican Republic. Do you also live here, or are you just on vacation? Or do you just like Dominican Republic as your yearly vacation? And that was the question. And I took this question and I sent it 30 to 50 times on some people in that group who has a face as a profile picture. And I did this every day because I was so afraid that I have to go back. And because of the time difference, I always had some people that answered me on the next morning. And I was like all the time on the phone, talking, finding out what's the problem, why I don't hear, inviting them to see the business. And this is basically everything what I did in that time. So it was, for sure it was work, but it helped me to stay focused. That was my routine. I was just hammering those messages, and it didn't took me more than I would say 30 minutes or 40 minutes to send all those messages. And this is how I just started the conversation, that I always have some new people to talk to. And at the same time, I created those videos where I was thinking, what is the problem that I can solve? Where's the situation where I'm in? And how can I help other people to do the same? So, and this worked for me amazing. Did I answer that question, Sarah? A little bit?
Yes.
Thank you so much for paying attention. I recorded a free recruiting bootcamp. This is the best thing that you can watch in network marketing. It's totally for free, and I teach you in less than 30 minutes how to become a recruiting machine. The only thing what you need to do, message me the word guide on Instagram, and I'll send you the link to the bootcamp where you get immediate access.